All right, y'all, this one's sketchy. Hey, bud. I'm coming for you. Man, anytime, man. Yeah, I got my front end poking in the road, so I'm gonna be doing this really fast, Noah. Hey, do you mind if I record this? Thank you. Y'all, typically I do not do. Yeah, hold on 1 second, Bubba. All right, typically, y'all, I'm gonna hook up. Now, you're fine. I'll take care of all of it. Oh, no, we'll leave all that on until I'm hooked up. Thank you. All right, I'm in the second one. I want a straight pull, and I'm in the front. Okay. All right. All right, I'm gonna put the blade all the way on the ground. Nice. Good. I had a bad wreck before this, y'all. I had to back up a heavy, and if any of y'all knows what that's like, it was a mess. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna be putting a hook on this and going, because this is a very bad spot. Oh, Lord. Like, I don't care the distance, y'all. When it comes to the dangers, that's what you got to be watching out for. Like, distances aren't what you got to be worried about, you know? Long tows, who cares? This is a mile-long tow, dude. A mile long. Yeah, it's my most dangerous all day, so... It's not the distance that can be dangerous, in my opinion. All right. Brake on. Lights off. Yeah, sometimes dispatch will never know what kind of calls they're gonna put you into, man. Unfortunately, you just gotta get out there and do it. All right. Do me a favor, yeah, climb in through that side, that way you don't get hit. This side. Good job, Noah.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. I appreciate your cool attitude about it.
Oh, yeah.
I know that this isn't a traditional pickup, but unfortunately, and it's not your fault, this wasn't a traditional drop. breakdown spot, you know. If I noticed if I would have gotten in front of you, right, I would have been down that hill, so I knew I couldn't pick you from the front.
Yep.
What it ended up being, so it's that way, right? Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna put a couple straps on it real quick.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to we'll turn it back around and get you down the road.
Sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, flat can be scary. So
right there
being in control. So look, the first thing you do, brother, yes, hang on tight.
I just slowly.
Yep, very slowly. And then like in that situation there, your tire was already on the verge of destroying stuff. Like I could tell by what it looked like. So where you got off is where you could get off, brother. I totally understand.
Oh yeah.
I totally understand.
No, I'm glad I had the reaction time I did.
It's very important to be ready for. So like now here's one thing I will say is in the future, bro. Every now and then, like in the mornings. You know what? I don't want to turn around there. Every now and then, like in the mornings.
There's the church down there.
Take a look at your tires. Not saying that like if they're bald you have to replace them, but if you take a look at them and you pre-trip is what they call it for us. Obviously, you're just a normal truck, but you don't have to do a pre-trip. But
for sure.
I can tell you, my pre-trip has saved me stuff. Like one time I found screws in my tires, splits in my tires, and like I know for a fact those little pre-trips, and you don't have to do it every morning.
This was a crazy situation, man. I was driving earlier today, and something flew off a semi truck. I hit it, and then the tire blew out, and I pulled over on the side of the road. I put the spare on, and that was the spare that just blew out 5 minutes from my house. Not even.
You want me to tell you what usually happens?
What?
Most spares aren't aired up.
Oh, it wasn't. I had to go fill it up. It was flat as hell.
What do you think ended up happening? Probably just really bad luck and clipped something else? Or?
No, that spare was probably about 20 years old. It probably was made
dry rotted.
Yeah, it was definitely dry rotted.
Well, now when you go and get your tire, tell them, hey, you know, put that spare together that way, you know, because you know,
gotta get to it.
It's for me, it's important to have a spare. Man, we bought a new Kia, brother. They don't even put you have to tell them like I want a spare or I gotta go buy the spare somewhere. Dude, it's not even in there. Not even in there.
That's
Thank
crazy.
God I'm a tow truck driver.
Yeah.
Jesus. I'm gonna just strap it down. You're safe, man. You can listen to music, turn on the radio, whatever you want. Yeah, Bubba. All right, y'all. So I had to take all these straps off today because I just got through cleaning my bed. I did a nasty wreck with the garbage truck, and I got some of it on film. But when I get those, y'all, I'm so excited about helping the heavy drivers. And then not just that, like usually, so the garbage truck had a company name on the side, and unless I can talk to, and there were representatives there for that company, but unless I can talk to them and get permission to use the footage, I don't ever use those clips, y'all, because I wouldn't want to upset I wouldn't want to upset anybody. Like, I don't want people thinking I'm trying to gain profit off of explicit wreck photos, or, I mean, to me, it's just not respectful. So, well, yeah, I think that it's super important to have some. My wife has a word for it, and I think she calls it koi. I can't remember the name for it, but it's like you're respectful and you're fancy and you have integrity. Koi? I can't remember the name. Anyways, there's a word for it, and I want to be that. I don't want to be the dude that is trying to make money off of people's worst day, you know? I mean, someone's in a wreck. Obviously, y'all, they're at their worst moment right then, right? So I don't want to be like a guy that people think of as someone who's trying to profit off of other people's misfortunes. So now, keep in mind, this is my work, right? Like, I'm the person that's out here doing this work. So, in a respectful nature, they are my toes. I am doing the work. So what if I record my work? Well, as long as the work that I'm recording isn't people at their worst times and on their worst days. So in other words, like on Halloween, there was one where they cut the girl out of the car. It took them an hour. Any of my co-truck ops, like my true ops, that that tow for, I'm not saying if you do AAA you're not a chew up, but if you're a you do police rotation calls, you've seen them try to cut people out with the jaws of life, and sometimes no matter how fast they're working, it seems like forever you hear them people screaming while you're waiting to get your tow, right? So as long as you're not, in my opinion, as long as I'm not trying to profit off of that, right? Showing companies, all of our big companies that get stuck in the people's yards sometimes, you know, that, you know, showing some respect for the big clients, and at the same time getting you guys as much content as I can, right? It's like we're rolling this entire way. I'm gonna try to show all this. Thanks for your patience, bud.
Hey, no worries.
Yeah, so I started a YouTube channel, man.
Yeah.
And because of what I do and the excitement that's involved, like that right there,
Yeah.
right? You know, I mean, it's not every day people get to have that insight, right? So one thing I noticed early on while I started driving, which, you know, you and I carry the same type of driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I noticed early on is there wasn't a lot of stuff on YouTube. There's a lot about the big trucks, the heavy trucks, and those big rollovers. There's a lot of that, but there isn't a whole bunch of the smaller tows and wrecks. And so I was like, you know what, there might be something there. And so far it's working. I've already got over, like right now I'm at like 2,000 subscribers. We're only 4 months in. Yeah,
That's crazy.
yep. Now YouTube has a few more requirements these days than what they used to. So for monetization, they require you to have 4,000 watch hours.
Okay.
They require you to have 1,000 subs and or 100,000 or 10 million short views in 90 days. So it's like they make you meet these stipulations.
Yeah.
The cool thing is this, it seems to be happening very fast.
That's awesome, man.
So what do you do?
Well, I'm going to school right now to be an architect. And I also work for a civil engineer and land surveyor.
Oh, so you're already in the game, brother.
Yeah.
Man, that is awesome. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. I'm out in the woods most days, you know, surveying property and everything. And it's really going to help me out with being able to design the houses to fit.
All of it, absolutely. Yep. Because you're out taking a look at the live land. Man, that is cool, man.
It is.
Yeah, me and my wife, we're about to buy our first house, and man, yeah, I wish I had that type of knowledge that you're gaining now, man. You know, it would just help so much. I mean, honestly, at that point, I probably wouldn't even buy a house. I would build it.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm going to do.
Build your own exactly the way you want. I mean, my layout would be, I have a dream layout, you know, like one of my grandparents. Like, everybody has like things in their head or things that they've seen that they really adhere to. And my mama and papa's old house in Coons, Texas, I would like to make one pretty much of that exact layout, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
So which tire place are we going to, or is it a
we'll just go to the house.
Oh, so we're taking you to your house.
All
All right.
house.
Cool. My GPS is on my chest because I'm recording this. So you just tell me where to go. Is that okay?
Yeah. No,
I didn't know where the heck we was going.
hey, I'm glad I.
Yeah. Because I would have just
turned into this neighborhood.
Right here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Summerfield. Yeah, I live right down the road, dude.
So right now, is it like, are you an apprentice? So do you mind me asking, like, are you like, I know with like school and stuff, they make you do the internships and stuff. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Well, this can be used as accreditation for that.
But you are getting paid.
Oh yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
So, yeah, I know those jobs. Like you hear, so like, man, I mean, I've met a few architects in my life, and I've towed for a few.
Yeah.
And they're always like the nicest homes, man, and the most beautiful diesel trucks. You know this, bro. Come on, you know the people you're working with now already, right? I mean, you see the money all around you, right?
Yeah, it depends on. There's a few sides to it. But
So I mean, I guess I could tell you the guy that so not long ago, architect, man, brother, his house, man, he had one of them horseshoe driveways that loop around, and then
had the money.
I mean, you can tell, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell. I mean, but then in our country, you can sell washing machines and dryers and be rich. You know what I mean? You can.
Yeah.
You sure can. I know the guy that owns Parkway used appliance off of Canton Road, straight.
Yeah.
He buys old beat up washers and dryers all day. He turns around, fixes them, sells them, and where he lives, dude, it's 8 acres on the most beautiful lot you would ever imagine. So it's like in our country, you can do anything and get really wealthy. It's all on if that's what you want or not.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I think my mindset is if I want time off to go spend time with family, I need
you're gonna take a left.
I need wealth to do that. So it's like, I guess wealth is on my agenda.
Yeah. In order to get to that level.
Sure as heck is.
And
wow, dude, that is cool. You see
oh
that?
yeah, Hummer.
Dude, if that lady ever has a bad day, or if she loses it, y'all are all in trouble. Like, have you ever seen what the people who have? So there's this dude. It was called like
the house.
Yes, it was like the Death Dozer or something, man. And this dude just drove. Oh, it was crazy. I don't know exactly who made him mad, but like he had some neighbors that made him mad.
Okay.
Some type of city council crap, and this dude took it to the streets. Man.
That black Tacoma. That's my house. Yep, right here.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got my Tacoma working on right now. I'm trying to replace all this
front end stuff. Yeah,
I
man.
got a little fender bender, so
it happens.
Yeah,
it happens, man. Unfortunately, not long ago, my wife, I love her with all of my heart, man. She's everything in the world to me. I'm nothing without her.
Yeah.
We had just gotten a Highlander, and she was bending over to get a high chew, which is a type of candy that I can't stand even the smell of. But anyways, long story short, she bent over to get that high chew, and when she leaned up, she was in the process of already disintegrating a massive live oak stump. I mean, massive. The stump must have been a 400-year-old stump. It was massive, man.
Oh man.
She's okay.
That's good. Nobody got hurt.
That's the most important thing. All she did was a couple stitches, man, and man, it could have been so much worse. All right, I'm gonna get her unloaded. Architect, y'all. Mind blowing. People I'll have in my truck. I've had famous people in my truck. I've got pictures, but I can't. I'm not gonna Anyways, yeah. I don't mean you can call them famous. They were 90 Day Fiance couple from True TV or I can't remember the show, but my mama and papa, my mama watches it, which is the only reason I recognized them. Actually, I didn't recognize them. They were in my truck, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, you know the show. Sure enough, 90 Day Fiance, right in the truck with me. Today has been a wild day, man. I got more work to do than it is. I got to jump start, and I'm first out tonight. Like if the UPS or anything crazy comes in, I'm gone. I'm gonna be running. Those are my favorites. Those and the cop calls. Drop it down. This one's in a scary spot. Wow. There we go. Keys are in the truck. I know they are, because I don't have them in my pocket. Time to do the floorboard for sure. I didn't get no mats when I got my peak. A little bit more. Be all right. Awesome. And we've got Noah's permission to film. Super cool. I'm gonna unhook it and get my little machine, and we'll settle up.
Alrighty.
And I'll get a receipt to you too, so you can, if you want to send it to insurance or whatever you need to do, you know.
Yeah, for sure. So you've been a tow truck driver for a long time?
2 years, and July 4th will be 2 years. But at the company that I work at, with this company,
Yeah.
when they break you in, they break you in right. So from the start, I was towing all the crazy stuff, sheds and everything.
Right.
They teach you, and then they set you loose. I'm gonna get the machine. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't.